So
time to play what's more likely.
Let's play what's more likely. Most of these are highly unlikely, but you have to pick what's more likely. Let's start with the first one. What is more likely to happen this season? The Cavs break the Warriors' regular season win record, that's 73, or Ty Jerome wins the Sixth Man of the Year award?
Ty Jerome wins the Sixth Man of the Year
There's
award.
a sweep.
Yeah.
Ty Jerome.
Yeah, Ty Jerome.
His odds are currently 180-1 to win Sixth Man of the Year.
I mean, the Warriors was 70 what and what?
73-9.
No. No, a 9 is crazy.
What are the Cavs odds? They got to be longer than that.
I only see odds to go undefeated.
Undefeated?
So
here's
what you should have did. You
What
should have
is
said,
that?
You
That
should have
gotta
said
be plus
the Cavs this
a
year
million.
breaking the record when they were 66-12. 66-12 when LeBron was here was a really
Cavs record. Yeah.
Cavs record.
Yeah.
I would have picked that record over Ty Jerome.
Yeah.
But you're not the same.
All right, clean sweep, Mike. Ty Jerome.
Next one. What's more likely to happen? Evan Mobley records a quadruple-double this season. Points, rebounds, assists, blocks, or steals, up to you. Or he hits 7 threes in a game.
Quadruple-double.
Oh, my God. I don't think there's any way either of those are happening.
Quadruple-double.
I guess I'd have to go with Tyvis. The quadruple-doubles.
Blocks, points,
He's
rebounds,
never even going to take
assists.
7 3-pointers in a game.
Blocks, points, rebounds, assists. He get it.
7 no chance, dude.
He ain't hitting 7 threes.
Yeah, quadruple double.
I mean, he's never going to get 10 assists, but
You know what? I'll say 7 threes.
all right, look at that.
Actually, I would take 7 threes in this
just
one, too.
because there's a chance. What if he had there's been moments where guys just can't miss.
Yeah,
that's true.
Or if he pull up and hit his first 3.
How many threes has he hit
And
in the
then-
game?
then a
Like, what's
bench
his
starts
total?
Let's say he gets to halftime and he just has a half where he hits 4 threes in the first half, and then all of a sudden he's heat
guess
checking in the
it's
second half.
possible.
I guess that's possible.
His teammates are telling him, "Hey, pull up." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They
Maybe,
giving
you
him
know what?
I mean, 7 threes is a lot of threes for anybody.
Totally, but
Yeah.
but if you're on that night,
Yeah.
and you just are feeling it,
But they also
I'm in the zone.
I'm
in the freaking zone.
They're funneling
He's heating up.
they're funneling their players to him in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
So
And what's the most assists he's ever had in a game?
Yeah, the assists I'd worry
Evan
about.
Mobley assists.
Yeah.
I think you could walk into the assist.
I mean,
the way they swinging the ball.
10 blocks, too.
He has 8 assists as his career high.
Okay. What's his high in blocks? 6? 7?
4.
Maybe not even that. 4? All right, I'm flip-flopping. I'm going to go with Dustin on this.
How many threes? What's the
You
most
talked
threes
me
he hit
into
in the
the
game?
7 threes.
2 or 3.
3 threes is his career high.
Yeah, but at least with the threes, it's only one crazy thing he has to do. Whereas the quadruple double, he's got to get 10 blocks.
Yeah, but the other
and
thing
10
too
assists.
is it's not like we're saying Shaq hitting 7 threes. Evan can actually make 3-pointers.
that's true.
So it's not crazy.
Maybe, all right, I'll flip with you. I'll go 7 threes.
Yeah, 7
That's
threes.
the right answer. 7
Talk
threes
us
is the
into
right
it.
answer
Yeah.
for the record. All right, next one. Jared Allen's career high in blocks in a game is 6. Just for context.
Okay.
So what's more likely to happen this year? Jared Allen gets 10 in a game, or George Niang puts Wemby on a poster?
I would pay good money to see him put Wemby on a post.
100% Jared
When's the
Allen.
last time anybody got 10 blocks in a game?
Wemby?
I'm about to say Wemby do it.
George Niang, that's impossible.
Can he even dunk?
What's the rookie that did it to him last year? Somebody
Kidding.
dunked
He's
on
got
Wemby
dunked on a
last
couple
year.
I know Niang can
It was a
dunk, but
dude
he's
from
not,
the Nuggets or something.
He ain't getting up.
dogged
Unless you talk about pinning on somebody. I ain't seen nobody pin on nobody in a minute.
What do you mean?
Man, I think I got a better chance dunking on Wemby
When last time
than
you see
Niang.
somebody get pinned?
Wemby's put on weight from last year, right?
Now, if you get pinned,
Wemby just
They
dropped
say he put on
50.
10 pounds, yeah.
if you get pinned
That
on
boy
two,
just had 50 points. Was it
That's
last
crazy.
night or 2 nights ago?
Tyvus, you get pinned on 2 hands. That's a highlight. You pin on somebody 2 hands.
I'm going with Jared Allen, 10 blocks.
I'm going with the 10 blocks.
Do people pin on people anymore? McNuggets is that
I
a
never
lot?
heard pin.
Like when you
Yeah, you go up. You go up. You talking about in a layup?
Yeah,
we doing that in warm-ups all the time in high school.
Pat's called power layup.
You go up there, you do a layup, and you just.
you
slap
smack
out.
the backboard.
Back.
You slap out.
That's on a power layup now.
That's what I call
I never
it,
heard
yeah.
that once.
I've
It's a
never
pin.
heard a pin. Like that's a pin. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
that.
said slap out.
Mike grew up in this thing.
My brother was the
What
king
we
of
used to
pinning.
call a pin, though, is like if someone else was going for a layup and you got blocked. and
Right.
Yeah, that's also a pin.
That's also
That's a pin too.
also a
Yeah.
pin.
That's
You
called
can't have two
that's
different
called
pins.
glass.
Yeah, if
Yeah, you can't call that glass.
If you get pinned on the playground, that's tough. Like they're like, oh,
Well, while we're talking basketball lingo, what do people from Ohio call if you shoot a ball and it gets caught like wedged in the rim?
Wedgie. It's a wedgie.
Yeah,
wedgie.
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 Okay.
Yeah. It's a wedgie. Do y'all play 21 or 33?
Great
21.
What do you mean 21 or 30? Like
221?
221.
33.
I'm 33.
33 start counting.
We play,
No
right?
blood, no foul.
Yeah, right.
Correct.
Yeah,
33, no
33.
rules.
When you playing,
And if you get tipped dunk, you go back to
what do
zero.
you call
Yep.
it? We used to call it continuous one-on-one, where like
of the hill.
these king of the hill, right? And how many dribbles you lot having?
God.
It depends on who was watching.
Like we
three
three
dribbles.
dribbles.
3 dribbles was if it was in college. If we were just playing in like the playground
Yeah.
or whatever, you just dribble however much you want.
Hey, do you guys
3 dribbles sucked.
3 dribbles tough?
That was
Tough.
the worst.
Bull
version of
thinks we're talking a foreign language right now.
Yeah, ones or twos.
Played basketball as a kid.
Do you guys y'all play
kidding.
ones and twos?
I prefer 1s and 2s.
Ones and twos.
I
tell
prefer
ya.
1s and 2s.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
Who
people
plays
did not like
twos
playing
and
against
threes?
me when I was in high school.
Because
I would beat the crap out of everybody I was defending.
Oh, you one of those, huh?
how do you play fouls?
Heck.
Is it you got the last call
I was the only kid. Listen,
Shoot for it.
I am,
or shoot for it?
Shoot for it.
I am a terrible basketball player, not surprisingly. Terrible. Even when I was in better shape as a teenager. But I'll tell you what I would do. I was a pretty good rebounder. Like, considering I'm not tall, I was a pretty good rebounder because I was good at using my body to box out. And I was the only kid in the playground that would draw an offensive foul. Like,
You were that kid?
I was that
I
kid.
hate you.
That by the way, that's another thing we
Because
say.
I wanted to knock everybody on their ass. That was my goal in the game, was to knock
no
everybody
one's
else on
taking
their
a
ass.
Don't
charge.
take charges on the playground.
Well,
You took a charge?
I don't really. Actually,
is the matter with you,
I say
Anderson
that I did, but
What a douche move.
Yeah, you're the worst.
I ain't
That-
never
that-
heard
let
of
me
this.
correct that. I never actually called the foul. I just meant that I would stand there and
Tyvis
knock
is
you on
driving
your
the
ass.
lane, and you're going to step in.
He
And you
mirrors him.
step in, yeah, that's the
I
worst.
ain't never
You're
heard
the
of
worst.
that.
I
Never
wasn't
heard
calling a foul. I shouldn't even have called it an offensive foul. I was just
Did you
using
call
it
the
to knock-
offensive foul?
No, not really.
Did you get up
But
and go?
technically it was. That would have been awesome if I did.
So if you call a foul, like, and I'm like,
No,
all
I
right.
never called a foul.
So if somebody calls a foul, do you say, yeah, you gotta respect my call? Well, how do y'all handle that, man?
You gotta
Now
shoot
it's back
for it.
when I was growing up.
Hey,
I
Shoot
feel
for
like
it,
I
ball
bet
don't
you
lie.
are the guys
Now.
they're probably all a bunch of whining babies.
No, now
Probably
it's
see
it's
tennis,
offense
dude.
calls a foul.
He's
And
calling balls in and out.
just-
Oh, really?
Oh, it's crazy.
Now we're fighting over.
now you're fighting over it?
No.
Shoot
Now,
for it, the ball don't lie.
Yeah, if it's really egregious, they'll make him shoot for it. But it's offense calls fouls.
No jump balls, huh?
Jump ball.
or would somebody just be like, hold ball? I don't like that, bro. Don't tell me hold
I
ball.
don't like playing with people like that. to
Hold
be honest
ball,
with you,
hold ball. I got it right here. What? You should mean hold ball. Like
I don't know
no.
that term. What does hold ball mean?
Like jump ball,
Yeah.
tie up.
Like they just be like, no, like you.
Oh, you can't call
You
that.
fouled me, hold ball. We running back at the top. You like, nah, bro.
They do that too. Yeah,
no, you
just
got me.
replay it. Like,
All right, let's
All
get to the
right.
next one.
Next.
What's more likely to happen this season? The Cavs get 4 All-Stars, or Donovan wins the MVP?
MVP.
Cavs getting 4 All-Stars.
Cavs getting
Oh,
4
4
All-Stars.
All-Stars.
Teams have gotten 4 All-Stars.
Hawks did it one year.
The
Pistons
Hawks,
did it.
the Hawks
Pistons
had
did.
4 All-Stars.
They had Millsap.
The year that they
Horford,
won a ton of games.
Millsap, Horford,
Yeah, Millsap was the one we
Kyle
couldn't think
Korver,
of.
Jeff Teague.
Yep. Those
Teague.
four.
Dang, Joe
Teague.
Johnson wasn't there no more?
No,
Nah.
he was in Brooklyn.
And none of those
Josh
guys
Smith
were all that
wasn't
good.
there no more?
Nah, that's the early baby Hawks.
I like them Hawks.
They
Joe
were good
Johnson,
then.
Josh
They
Smith.
were good then.
2K Hawks.
Yeah, but they're not as good as this Cavs team. Like those individual players.
Yeah, probably not. But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, Donovan Mitchell's way better than any of those guys, no?
yeah,
he is.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So
but I do think. Look,
But the Hawks ran into the Cavs every year.
the way things work
LeBron.
is if you got the record and you the best team, and say for instance they beat the Celtics twice. How many times they usually play a team like the Celtics? 4 times.
yeah.
3 or 4.
If they beat them in the season series and they beat them 3-1 or 4-0, and they got the best record in their league, they'll mess around and give them the MVP.
Maybe. Oh, well, that's
You
possible.
just got to get people behind.
Where
you.
is Donovan in the odds right now? He's like 7th or 8th, right?
For MVP,
Yeah.
he's 5th on the NBA.com MVP ladder. I'm
That's
not
a
sure in
crap
the
thing.
odds.
I don't know why. What are the? Well, I guess that's.
And they don't like they
I'm
like
just trying to
changing it
think
up.
of
I
who
mean,
the-
it's new blood.
Yeah, it's a new.
I'm trying to think who the
one.
4th All-Star would be.
Jared
The
Allen.
core
Jared
four,
Allen.
dude. Core 4.
Yeah, core 4, bro.
Jared Allen's been an All-Star.
And there's no centers.
Why are you looking at him like that?
And there's no centers.
For the record, I actually think Donovan has better MVP odds. The Celtics last year got 2 All-Stars, and they were on They weren't 13-0, but they had won a record amount of games at the end of the first
But
half.
did they have other guys that were playing at an all-star level?
Yeah, you can make the case for Drew
How
Holiday.
many
Yeah,
centers?
I don't know that Jared Allen's playing at an all-star
How
level.
many
he's
centers play
not.
in the All-Star game? Is it just
I
two?
don't know.
They can take as many as they want.
If
But
Joel-
I just don't think Donovan Mitchell's going to win the MVP. And by the way he's playing, his statistics are not as good as they've been in past years
And that's
because
what
he's moving the
That's
ball.
what I think.
So I don't think he's going to win the MVP. I think that's
I
unlikely.
just can't see Jared Allen averaging 13 and 11 getting an All-Star nod.
Well, here's the thing.
That's the hard one.
Didn't he do that 2 years ago?
Not at 13 and 11. He was at like 16.
So where is this? Who is the who are the centers? Embiid hasn't played at all.
You don't need a center is the issue.
I mean, but you got to think
Yeah,
about
I
it.
said they don't
I
really.
think we should just refer to Embiid as the Q-tip because he is soft.
Dang.
You can't say that because we say Q-tip. I'm thinking about the rapper.
The
I'll
rapper.
tell you what, you wouldn't want to guard him.
I mean, you got
Kick his
Carl
ass
Anthony
'cause he's
Towns.
soft and I'm not.
Is he a power
Shit
forward
outta
or
here.
center?
That
He
man,
plays center.
That man will
Uh,
go for 99.
Oh, my God. Good for him going
Bam
for 99 against me.
Adebayo.
Quite a compliment.
Okay. They'll
he's
put
called him soft.
Yeah.
He
you're
is
right.
soft.
Say it to his face.
Bam.
I'll say it to his face. He's
push
soft
you.
as hell.
He'll push
Oh,
you.
you definitely will get
Bam.
pushed.
Okay, I'll sue his ass.
There you go. Never mess with civilians.
I sue.
All right, next
How
one.
could you be? You really don't think Joel Embiid is soft? This guy never plays. He comes back, he plays like absolute shit, and then the next day he sits. Their whole team sits. They're a disgrace.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
And
Next
he's also
one.
one of the best players in the league.
Yeah.
And what's he won? Nothing. In a league where the superstars have more say on winning than in any other sport.
He's won a lot of first-round playoff games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Embiid either. All right, next up, what's more likely to happen? Ty Jerome finishes the season in the 60-50 club, which he is currently at right now, or Darius Garland scores 60 points in a game. His career high is 51.
You know my answer.
Come on,
to
man.
this.
It's Garland.
Garland.
Know my answer. Sorry, Earl.
If I made it 70, is it still Garland?
No.
Sorry, Earl.
No, that would go
No,
Ty
no,
Jerome.
no.
I'm going DG.
65.
DG.
Shooting
My boy.
60 from the field and 50 from three.
Correct, which he currently is doing.
So
Nah.
how many guys have finished the season shooting 50 from three?
Just by itself, 50 from 3.
Yeah.
What's the minimum number of
Like
attempts?
what is Steph Curry?
60, 50,
For his career,
Yeah.
it's like 44%.
Has Steph Curry ever done 60-50?
80,
No.
60, 40.
I don't think any
No.
player's ever done
Okay, so
Oh,
that's
yes, easy
impossible.
money.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
yeah,
a terrible
but
question.
he's not a starter, though. My point is,
80,
like,
60,
what's the
40,
minimum
90,
number of
60.
attempts?
Oh,
What is
all
it,
right.
90, 60, 40 or 80, 60, 40? What is it?
Yeah.
What's the term?
But
50,
even
50,
still,
40,
he's
90
not going to
is a
hit
different
50,
club.
40,
50%
90.
of his
That's
three.
It's very
throws.
unlikely, but I'm just saying, like, I think it's probably more likely for a
'Cause he
guy who's
doesn't play a lot.
not shooting 12 threes a game.
Darius Garland got 50 before multiple times. Like he can.
Darius Garland could get 60. It's
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a high
What's
likelihood.
his What's his high?
He's got
51,
51.
against the Timberwolves 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, you said that. Sorry. Yeah, I think 60. He could
I mean,
do it.
again, not a high percentage
three
chance, but
more buckets.
And especially if Donovan Mitchell don't play one of them games or
Yeah.
one of the other bigs is out and he hot, he gonna pull up.
You know, and just like you talked about with Mobley with the 7 threes, if there's a game where Darius scores 32 in the first half,
And
you know.
also, like, it could be a game where he's hot, and
Yeah.
then the other team's in foul trouble, so you're in the bonus.
Yeah.
So he
Right,
hits
right.
20 free throws or something stupid, you know?
Could be.
Or
Right
fouls
now,
late.
That's the
if the
James Harden
season
way.
ended
Yeah.
today
Yeah,
and they didn't play another game in the rest of the year,
yeah.
Ty Jerome would finish with the second best three-point shooting season in the history of the league.
Behind.
Who's first?
Larry Nance Jr. this year. But Larry Nance Jr.'s only taken 4 threes, so he doesn't
That
really count.
doesn't count.
Then Ty Jerome would finish as the
There's
best.
got to be
three-point-
some sort of minimum
Then
number.
Ty Jerome would be the best ever right now.
I can't believe you just said
That was terrible. That was
Larry.
The other guys, by the way, the other guys on the list. Kyle Korver has the best three-point shooting season ever. He shot 53.7% from three
Yeah,
in
that's
09,
legitimate.
2010
That's
on
crazy.
4 attempts per game, which is legit.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr shot 52.3% in the 94-95 season. Tim Legler, who's coming on the show tomorrow, 52.2% on legitimate volume in 95-96. Steve Kerr did it again. Jason Capono in 06-07 shot
Capono.
51%.
Toronto.
Steve Kerr's done it a few times.
Yeah.
And Carl Anthony this season has taking a ton of threes. He's shooting 51% from three. His
He is?
volume's been
95.
absurd.
Like he is, like what guy is not like the others? I mean, those guys are all
Come on.
Legler
Legler had George.
Cat might be the
George
best shooting big
Muirside.
ever.
And he's averaging how many 3-point attempts per
I
game?
ain't heard that name in so long. Didn't Jason Capono win the 3-point contest?
He did.
Sad state of affairs.
Cat is shooting, by the way. He is averaging 6.4 3-point attempts per game and shooting 51%.
Who won the trade, the Knicks or the Timberwolves?
How could you say?
Too early to tell.
It's been 3 weeks.
But Cat's averaging
No.
27 and 13.
Dang. Holy moly.
Damn.
I didn't realize
I
that.
didn't realize that either.
But they're not playing that well, right?
Dude, it's hard to pay attention to the entire
Is
league
Mitchell
right now.
Robinson
So
back
early.
with them?
He's not back yet, no.
Huh.
God, so many guys that don't play.
All right, we got 2 more. What's more likely to happen? Sam Merrill scores 30 in a game this season, or Mobley scores 50?
Sam Merrill.
Mobley can't get 50. He just don't have.
His career high like
Well,
35,
you just had him with
right?
7. We just said he could hit 7 threes in a game.
That's only 21 points.
Yeah, but then he's going to have a bunch of other shots.
I mean, how many
Sam
other?
Merrill's not going to score
What,
30.
is he just going to shoot every shot?
Sam
Merrill have to hit 10 threes. He
No.
don't score anything else.
What do you mean?
Sam Merrill
Merrill
could score 30, especially, I think the Cavaliers late in the season, Merrill's going to play a whole game at some point.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
There'll be garbage time games.
100%. And 30 is definitely possible for him.
All right.
Yeah.
Dustin with some good points today.
And
on, bro.
He's going to play. There's going to be some meaningless games for them late in the season.
He's
doubt.
part of the greatest summer league team of all time.
You're right. Because if he were playing, if he
He'd be
plays late in
scoring
the
the
season
20s.
against a bad
He'd
team
be
and
scoring-
plays 35 minutes,
That's very,
he'll
very, very
definitely
possible.
score 30.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
All right, last one. What's more likely to happen? The Cavs go 82-0, or Donovan breaks Wilt Chamberlain's single-game scoring record of 100?
Donovan.
I mean, I guess you have to go with Donovan. Neither one is really is possible.
Yeah, Donovan.
What was it?
82
What he had at
What's
one
crazy
game?
is that Will
71?
Chamberlain. Will Chamberlain?
No, I'm talking about Donovan.
Donovan had 71 in overtime.
Will Chamberlain scored 100.
Still
Now,
counts.
that was before that. Not that he would have shot
Do we
3-pointers.
really know that Wilt did that, or he just held up a sign?
Stop. No, don't you start that.
Do we really
Don't
know?
you
What do
do
you think
that.
this was? 18,
Hey,
12?
There's no video proof.
Hey, hold on. Don't you do that.
There's no video.
This is how
proof.
the internet start getting. This is how it's.
Bull. There's
This
no
is why-
video.
no.
There's no video of it.
There's
It's
gonna be-
just him holding the sign of with 100.
I don't know. Is that true that there's no video of it?
Don't you do it.
I don't think there's video of
What
it.
do you think? Just made it up?
Don't you? No, that's not the correct
He could
answer.
All right, go ahead.
He could have said that's as many
The
women
correct,
he had.
the correct answer is stop playing games. There's
Yes.
going to be 4 or 5 baby boomers out there that are going to believe that, along with I got abducted by aliens. These
That's
guys
right.
don't. Listen, the internet is crazy. You're going to have people out here
Will-
second guessing
Will
reality.
that's probably how many women he was talking about.
Now,
He was doing a lot more than 100 women.
he was-
100.
Wilt was winning. Hey, but I said he
I
can't.
mean, they changed the game entirely because of him.
Hey, listen, he better not do that now.
What?
We laugh about 100 women back then. You laugh about 100 women today, they get you up out of here.
You're right. You're right.
Consensual.
Listen, listen.
Right.
I'm going to do a read to get us out of that.
Yeah.